All right, everybody, welcome to the Monday night IC webinar, week number 6. I'm going to run a check here, make sure I'm recording this. Okay, it's cool, it's recording. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight on September 12th. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Mine was amazing. I talked to a lot of awesome Cooler Brands members, and I talked to a lot of awesome people that are joining into Cooler Brands. So the pace hasn't slowed down, and I was fortunate and grateful enough to be part of a intimate call video chat with Mr. Jeff Hoffman and 8 other fortunate Cooler Brands members. So it was a very humbling experience. And you know, when a multi-billionaire co-founder of Priceline tells you that Cooler Brands is going to be the next household name, and where he sees us in 5 years is going to be $1 billion company. If that doesn't get you pumped up and get you telling everyone you know about Cooler Brands, I don't know what will. And I know a lot of you have come to me asking, you know, what do I tell somebody if they say that, you know, I'll wait till you show me a check, or I'll wait till you get paid, or this is some sort of pyramid, or this is some thing where everybody at the top makes money. So just politely remind them, or if you hadn't told them at all, just let them know that we have Mr. Jeff Hoffman, co-founder of Priceline. He's just not here for celebrity status. He's here to actually have his hands dirty in the company and get things moving along for us. And he's actually going to bat for us. So he's not just one of those celebrity spokesmen that just you see every once in a while. So, and you can remind him that he'll be on Shark Tank as a guest for a few episodes this season. If that doesn't give him enough validity about what Cooler Brands is doing, don't waste any more energy on these people. You just got to keep moving forward. And that's one thing that I always stress, is that you got to always keep moving forward. Don't ever get stuck on anyone, because there's too many people out there that need to know about Cooler Brands. And it's our due diligence, it's our duty to let people know what Cooler Brands is.
Hey,
yes.
Deborah, quick question.
Yes.
I had a couple distractions here, and I didn't hear you say what Jeff said in the beginning. Did he say 5 years time that's what you expect us to be, or what did you say? I'm sorry.
Yes. One of the questions to Jeff was, where do you see us in 5 years? Jeff replied with, he sees Cooler Brands as a household name and $1 billion company. So that's just 5 years, guys. You can spend the next 5 years, you know, trying your hand at 20 different online companies, or you can settle here and build an empire. So hopefully that answered your question, Deborah. And sorry, I gotta mute somebody here. Can y'all hit mute? I can't find my mute button. Can y'all hit mute, please? Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find the. Hey, if you just joined us, can you please hit mute? Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, just thank you. Something happened on my side here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to sign in really quick. I apologize. All right, let me just carry on. Can you guys see my screen okay? Throw a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay, cool. I have to sign back in really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Whatever that just happened there threw my system out of whack. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so um, a few conversation that I was having with some members is, where are we now? Like some people feel like they're lost, or some people don't know what they should be doing because we're in between the founders pool and the sales pool coming this week. And so um, it's a great idea to get people in the other two pools that the Zip and Store still has open. And it's a great idea to leverage what the Zip and Store has already done. For example, being the top 1% ever funded, most funded projects ever on Kickstarter, which is the #1 crowdfunding platform in the entire world. So it's very easy to leverage, along the same lines as, we have over 12 countries that are wanting to distribute the Zip and Store. There's probably more by this time. We have the Zip and Store that went viral on Facebook and other social media. The list goes on and on. We already have over 4 major retailers looking at the Zip and Store. My point is leverage the Zip and Store to bring Kula members in. And so what should we be doing right now is we should be making September the absolute hardest run that we've ever made in any kind of company, because I guarantee you get that MIB status, and for as long as you can, you're going to set yourself up for a lifetime, and that's no joke. So real quick, I just want to go over to a couple points here on our Facebook group. So we have over 160 members in the Influencer Club. I made a post today, and I make a post every day if you guys weren't aware. And the post was a story that Peter told me. And it made perfect sense because this is what's going on. He talks about the day when money is going to start pouring down from the sky in Kula Brands, and it's coming. That day will come, and that it's coming soon. And there's no doubt about it. So he said, how many buckets do you have set out to catch that money in? When it starts raining money, how many buckets will you have out? Will you start to place out buckets now? So imagine you're out in this field and you're starting to put buckets down. Are you putting your buckets down? Are you gonna be that person that waits till the day before and say, maybe it's time to put a bucket down? Or are you going to be that person that waits to the last day and then forgets to put your bucket out, and then you miss the whole entire storm? So I thought that was a perfect story to compare what's going on here. The money rain is coming, my friends. I can assure you that. I have never been more sure about anything, any online company in my life. The momentum here is absolutely snowballing. And if you're not laying out buckets, I'm not sure what you're doing. This is something that's going to last you a lifetime and then some. This is going to set up your kids and their kids, or your loved ones and their loved ones. I don't know if there's people in the IC why. Look, this is what I posted. This is a very simple task. Take a picture how many buckets this week you're going to lay down. Seen by 66 people, 160 people in the group, seen by 66 people, 11 comments. 8 of those were people that commented besides myself. So 8 people out of 66 that saw this did a simple task. So that leads me to the question, where is the disconnect? Where are we failing to make this IC the powerhouse of the Kula Brands team? So we did a survey in the group, right? And we had a lot of people participate in the survey. And the #1 reason why people felt like they had a block, or a reason why they weren't able to be active or influence, is because they said they felt that there's too much information, or they didn't know how to get to the information, or too many webinars, or along those lines. So what we did was we decided that we were going to go back to an idea that we had about the teams. And so we're going to split the IC into 2 groups, and we're going to see what happens with this. We realized that the 10 groups, it wasn't effective because nobody was engaged. So here's what we're going to do: 2 groups. The first group is going to be the Go Fast group. That's for the people that are active in Cooler Brand or in the IC and that really want to push it hard to bring people in this month and thereafter. And those are the people that maybe they're a little more advanced at social media and they pretty much have things down, and they want to be grouped with another group of people that hit it hard. And so that'll be the first group. The second group will be can you all hit mute? If you don't have your microphone muted, can you hit the mute button for me, please? I'm getting a lot of background noise. Thank you. So we have the Go Fast group, which I'll head, and I'll have 5 or 6 of our leaders, and they're heading that group. And we're talking about high speed. We're talking about pedal to the metal, hair on fire. We are going to build this community one way or the other, come hell or high water. That's what we're going to do. Okay. And then the second group is the let's go slower, slow down. Let's go at a slow pace. Let's learn a little bit more. Let's figure out how our back office works, how to get to the webinars. Let's take time and listen to the replays of the webinars, and let's learn social media at a little bit of a slower pace. So that way, we're going to have 2 groups in the IC, both effectively working, and everybody in this group. So we'll make something on Facebook in the group to which side you want to go on. So I think that's good. We're going to try that out, see how that works, because we really got to get moving, and we really got to figure out the best way and the most effective way to do this. So hopefully you guys are on board with that. Throw me a 1 in the chat room if you guys think that's a good idea. Thanks, Nikki. So yeah, throw a 1 in there. Good idea. Everybody agrees. If you disagree, you can throw a 2 in there. That'd be cool too. Oh, and so the second group, guys, Susie, or anybody that doesn't think it's a good idea. So Kendra Martinenko and Michael Love, 2 are the leaders, and we'll have a few more, are going to head that group, and they're going to be your taking you by your arm and leading you and helping you every step of the way. So it's gonna be a great idea, and if we need to change anything, we definitely will. Man, there was so much I wanted to talk about tonight that, another thing, I want to make a quick announcement for all you guys wondering about Indiegogo and when Zip and Store is going to be on Indiegogo, because, Peter mentioned it on last Thursday's call that we were going to be up in Indiegogo. And so I just got word from the birds that Indiegogo will be up. The Zip and Store will be up on Indiegogo tonight or tomorrow. So count on that, guys. So all of you that have people asking for the Zip and Store have a place to send them. And then our sales page will be up shortly after. Okay, so tonight I'm going to kind of reverse the order here. And first of all, I'm going to, we have an awesome training tonight, you guys. And we're very fortunate and we're very grateful for this woman coming on. I'm going to bring her on after we do the Heartstrings segment, though. So the first segment tonight is going to be the Heartstrings segment, and absolutely honored to have her on the call tonight. I am going to hold on one second. Actually, yes, I'm going to have her come on just a second. Let me find. Hold on, bear with me, guys. I got to find the chat room here. I minimize everything because of all the stuff on my screen here, and then I can't. Okay. Okay, participants. Okay, so tonight I'm honored to have this woman on the phone. I don't, if you guys remember me telling the story on Thursday night's call about the person that I used my awarded free lifetime membership gift to. I told you a little story on that call, and we're fortunate enough to have her on the call tonight, and she's just going to give you a little bit of her background and how we know each other and how things progressed and where she is at right now and her story of life. And so I think she's calling in, and let me see if we can hear. Tonya, are you there? Okay, I'm going to unmute your phone, Tonya, okay? Tonya, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so everybody, this is Tonya Charland. I've known her for many years, but we just reconnected, but I'll let her tell the story. Tonya, take it away, girl.
Oh goodness. After that emotional introduction, I'll do my best to put into words how I'm feeling about this whole process. But Corey and I actually met in St. Louis, and he basically was an angel at that point, and he became kind of resurfaced into my life a few weeks ago. And when we were in St. Louis, I was fortunate enough to have him bless me and heal me back when I was competing in competitive CrossFit, and he was amazing then. And kind of my background is both my husband and I are in college athletics, and if anybody knows the nature of that business, it tends to move you around a little bit, and it challenges you both as a family and in your career. And we've been married 15 years now, but I would assume if you add it all up, over half of those years have been where we're in separate states, separate cities, living apart, and trying to figure out life and balance and all that good stuff. 2 kids later, we're now back living together in the same state again. However, when he moved back here, where we are now, this past January, he ended up at a company where he was in sports performance, and his company decided to eliminate the division. And at that point, we kind of were leaning on, faith and just saying, it's going to work out, good things happen, and so on. And we waited and told the company that we'd stay through the next few months, and did. And when it came to the end in May, there was nothing at the end. And so for the last 4 months, we've been living on just my income. And again, we're in college athletics, higher ed. It's not the big salaries that you see when you're looking at the big 5 conferences and such. So it's been obviously a bit of a struggle. And as a family, we really had to figure out, in those times of diversity, you try to figure out what means the most. And really, it's just a matter of us being together and trying to thrive in what we can. To not get too much into the weeds or whatever, we kind of had to refocus on what was important. We luckily had been saving the last year to try to buy a house. Well, obviously with the current financial situation, we couldn't do that. We had to use some of that money every month just to make ends meet. We don't live in a fancy house. We're actually leasing a house right now. We don't drive fancy cars. We have 2 very active children that are in sports, and we never want to, I'm going to get emotional now, but we never want to make them feel the pressure or the stress of a financial situation of our family. My daughter's a competitive gymnast, and we never wanted to say that, we're going to pull you out of gym because we can't make ends meet. So sorry, Corey, I wasn't expecting to get emotional now, but
Okay.
So, when all this was going on, we were actually in church one Sunday, and the pastor started talking about the road less traveled. And at that moment, I was like, I think it really spoke to me on what is it? What's that road that we need to travel that's not the same and is different, and that might challenge us a little bit, and to not settle where we are, and not to settle for something that we're not going to thrive in. So during that time, I had been approached by another friend to sell other things. And I know you guys, maybe some of y'all have been there, where a lot of skincare products, and I've done the Advocare stuff, I've done the 31 stuff. I'm not a salesperson, so I would rather buy it for someone than to beg someone to buy it from me. So I reached out to Corey because I had been following him over Facebook the last several years, and really just one night, it was late. I wasn't expecting him to respond at that point, but I was kind of at my lost moment and just reached out to him, and I totally believe it was all God. And I sent him a message saying, hey, I have a friend asking me about this product, and I don't know if I want to do it. I can't take any more money out of my savings to invest in something that I don't know if what's going to happen. And he started with, hey friend, good to hear from you. How are you doing? And just really kind of opened his heart to me at the beginning. And he's like, told me a little bit about not why I shouldn't, but hey, you know what? I have a better opportunity for you. And there's something that you really need to hear about. And through that process with the conversation that we had, I think I knew at that point that there was a reason why he responded. There was a reason why I reached out to him. And, there's a reason why people get brought into your life. And I think you have to pay attention when that happens. And as we were going through this, and, Corey started telling me about Cooler Brands and about how much it costs. And I guess we all think about that. Okay, what's that going to mean? And then I'm asking the same questions that we just talked about. Okay, well, when's my return? How is that going to affect, the family? Now, what do I tell other people, and so on? And he just said, you got to trust me, and this is going to be big. And really just honestly, it was a feeling in my gut that I knew it was the right thing. And as we were talking through it, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, I have a membership to give, and I would like to give it to you. So when that happened, I think at that moment, I just felt like our family finally caught a break. And, even though my husband's working now 3 jobs now, even with going through this whole transition and stuff, and I'm trying to pick up some other things too, I just am really trusting the process right now that this is going to be okay for our family. And most importantly, that my kids are not going to feel the financial strain that we're going through right now, that they don't have to give up the things that they're passionate about and that they love. So that's where I am at now.
Tonya, thank you so much. You're choking me up, and I got to talk here. So I think you brought up a couple of great points, and one of them is somebody's always watching you out there, no matter what you're doing, and no matter whether you know it or not. People will cross paths in your life, and you might not be sure, the first of all, why that happened, but it probably will unfold soon after. And so, guys, I think we all can relate and learn and share in the struggle. I mean, Tonya she's such a beautiful soul that she opened up herself to me, and I almost did not tell her about Cooler Brands because she was on a path to find a different opportunity, which she knew I was a part of. And so I thought about it for a second when I was typing to her, and I was like, did I deter her from her path? And then I thought there was a reason why she reached out to me, and there was a reason why God gave me that ability to help her out. And so I just told her, I said, listen, I have something. It's not gonna make you rich overnight, but it guarantee it's gonna make you rich. And she, like she said, she trusted me. And when I tell her, and when I tell anybody I talk to, that when I say I've seen it all and I've been in it all, and I can 100% assure you that this is the right place over any other company out there online. And if you stick to it, you keep your nose down and you work for it, you're gonna make so much for your life and for your kids' lives. And it will happen. Just watch how the next 5 years unfold, and watch how the next year, this time next year, having over 35 products and being a part of 30 of them. And if, whether it's the 2 free pools, or if it's actually getting the product, whatever it is, the abundance is coming. So Tonya, I can't thank you enough for coming on the call. I truly appreciate you as a friend. And by the way, I was a massage therapist in St. Louis, and that's how I helped her then. So I don't know if she mentioned it might have confused some people. So that's how we met, as a massage therapist. So thanks again.
Corey, you're a healer and a blessing to many that you touch. So I thank you for what you've done for me already.
It's my pleasure, girl. Thank you so much for taking a leap of faith and joining us on this ride. And I'm looking forward to many memories with you and the rest of this amazing community. So thank you. I'm going to go ahead and mute you now. So, oh my gosh, you guys, tears are flowing. Tissues are being pulled out of that box like nobody's business. All right, so switching gears a little bit here. I'm going to share with you guys a 2-minute video right before Moani comes on. Moani, I'm going to have you come on just once in just a couple minutes here. And you got to get excited for this training, because I'll tell you about it in just a minute. But I want to talk about something that I think everybody needs to hear, and it's self-awareness. It's realizing who you are, realizing what place you have, realizing the things that you're good at and the things that you suck at. And not everybody is going to go on Facebook and kill it. Not everybody is going to go call up somebody on the phone and be comfortable and have the huge success there. So you have to figure out where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and then you have to go out and exploit those strengths. So personally, my strength is Facebook, and my strength is talking to people. So that's what I exploit. And then I learn the other things little by little, and not to overwhelm myself. So I just want to show this video real quick, and then I'm going to bring Moana on. So hopefully this inspires you guys. And this is Gary Vaynerchuk. If you haven't heard of him, he's one of my favorites. He's one of the top motivators. He's absolutely 100% real, and he tells you like it is. This guy has an amazing backstory. But let me share the screen. And okay, so I'm going to make sure you guys can hear it okay. When it starts playing, just hit a 1 in there to make sure the sound's on, and then I'll just let it keep playing. So here we go.
The underlying current, when people write about you, is who the is this guy?
Yeah,
I mean, you get that, right?
of course.
Who the are you?
This is a word that is rarely talked about in our space that I want to start building more attention for. Self-awareness. I want to deliver on this message so much. I would create a test or a drug that allowed people to become self-aware. One potion inject, not hustle, not smart, self-awareness. I don't fear being self-aware. I know I suck at a lot of stuff. I think everybody lies to themselves. Some people are meant to be B and C players. And I'm pissed that the narrative now is that you need to be a number 1 and have your company, because a lot of people are going to lose or leave money on the table because that's just the narrative. I'm such a positive guy. I struggle to think about the things I'm bad at, but you know, self-awareness requires understanding both and then choosing which path you want to go through. I'm a big fan of going all in on your strengths and don't give a fuck about what you suck at. Self-awareness isn't only just betting on your strengths, it's accepting all your shortcomings. Let me tell you one thing. What works for me does not necessarily work for you. I think being at peace with yourself and your skill set is such an important part of this. Too many people try to be like me because it's sizzly and it's sexy and people want to be charismatic and on stage. So many of you do so many things better than I do. You can look at like how people roll and like it's great to admire and things of that nature, but it's so damn important to stick to like your DNA. Try to get to a place where you understand yourself and understand what your strengths are. You've got to find your self-awareness. All your shortcomings are there for a reason. They're there to also allow you to be great. Deep in your brain, deep in your heart, you actually accept all those shortcomings is the second your life goes on the offense. I worry that people don't tap into their strengths. You have to audit who you actually are, because then you're not going to bullshit yourself. You're going to storytell yourself, you're going to motivate yourself, but you're not going to bullshit yourself. And once you believe that, either for yourself or someone else told you, go directly, all chips, all into that. We've all got something, and you just need to accept what's yours and go in on that. Then you've got a starting point to success. And so self-awareness at its finest is accepting your shortcomings and accentuating your strengths. Who the f- are you? I'm an entrepreneur.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. I love that video. And he says it exactly right. You find we have the vehicle at Cooler Brands, and everybody has a spot in this company because we have so much. Whether it's Linda Daniels Thompson bringing positivity to the group and being active and commenting on posts, whether it's Michael Love that's around 24/7 in the chats and helping people and having answers and being positive, or it's Wendy Miller, or it's Deborah Caswell, or Kendra leading by example and leading and helping. And if it's somebody like Shamika that's calling me for, or Heidi that's calling me for three-way calls, it's find those strengths, find what you're good at, and exploit it. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for watching. So next, you guys, I want to bring on someone outside of Cooler Brands. Hopefully after she sees a little bit about what's going on here, she might want to come in, because it's like I compare it to, I think, Disney World. It's like the happiest place on earth. But so tonight, joining us for our special training on Snapchat. If you guys don't know, it's all the kids are doing. So we got to get learning, and we can use our business, use Snapchat for business. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on Miss Moana. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hey.
Okay, so my name is Moani. I live in Oahu, Hawaii. I'm actually a friend of Kathy's daughter. I went to college with her. So I'm just gonna go over the basics and just to give you guys a better understanding of Snapchat. If you guys, I have an iPhone, so if you could please go to your app store or wherever your Play or wherever you folks get your apps from, and it's just under Snapchat. Everybody found it okay? All right.
I'm showing what it looks like on the camera.
So it's gonna be a yellow screen with a ghost. That's basically what it looks like. It's free. You can just go ahead and download it. Okay, cool. So I'll just wait a little bit so that we're all on the same page so that everyone can download it. Everyone doing okay? Okay, cool. All right, so then you're gonna go ahead and open it. Your screen should look something like this. It'll say either log in or sign up. And so you're just going to go ahead and click sign up. It's gonna ask you your first and last name. It should ask you your email address. All right, how's it coming along? Everybody sign up okay? Any questions for right now? Okay, cool. So once you are logged in, I'm not too sure what your screens look like as soon as you log in. If someone could just show me really fast just to make sure that we're on the right page. Okay, cool. All right, so it should probably show you a screen of what's going on around you. So this is just gonna be your home screen. Actually, if you go ahead and if you swipe it to your left, it should say some stories. Yes, so there's gonna be different companies like Cosmo, MTV, BuzzFeed, all types of things like that. They also have stories. So there are articles basically, so you can just click on them and you just scroll through them if you want to read up to. It's basically just on current events. I know that New York Fashion Week was just recently, so it's just going to show you basic things like that. That's just going to be your current events. And then if you go back to your original screen, so swipe left, or swipe right, I'm so sorry. And if you if you see the white ghost in the middle at the top, you're going to go right ahead and drag that down. And basically it's going to be a barcode. So what that barcode is if you are currently talking with someone and you find out that they have a Snapchat or that you have a Snapchat, all you need to do is take a picture. Yes, that is going to be the barcode. So what you need to do is take a picture of that barcode and it'll automatically add them as your friend into your Snapchat. And then below that, it's going to say added me, add friends, and my friends. So you can go ahead and click on add friends. So it's going to give you a couple of options. You can go ahead and put a username if you know some people by username, which is basically going to be, I believe, what you put when you signed up for Snapchat, basically. It's going to be add from address book. You can actually even put your cell phone number in here. So that way, if people want to go ahead and contact you, they can go through your cell phone number and it'll automatically add you. There's actually an add nearby. So it basically uses your location and you are able to add and befriend people that are in the area near you. So if there's ever an event or multiple people from Cooler Brands are together, you can go ahead and use that. And then you can also, at the bottom it says share username. So you can do that via Facebook, Twitter, mail. So that's basically just a way for you folks to get out there and get your Snapchat in the open so that people can find you easy. And then, so once you are in that screen, I see some people are adding their usernames here, so that's just gonna keep a bunch of you in the know with each other and keep you all with each other on their Snapchat. Actually, if you go back to the page with the barcode, so you can just hit the back button. A fun thing is, you see how the ghost is white, or it might be blank, I'm not too sure, but you can actually click on that and you can add pictures. So basically when you click on it, it's gonna take 4 to 5 pictures in 3-second increments of anything you would like. Most people use selfies or pictures of themselves in order so that people can see when they add that that's actually them. But that is totally up to you. Okay, so if you can go ahead and just swipe that up just so that you're on to the camera screen. And so, does everyone see that white circle that's going to be on the bottom in the middle? So when you hit that button, it's going to take a picture. So everyone can go ahead and just snap that really fast. Take a picture of whatever it is you're looking at. Take a picture of yourself. Actually, if you, just for your information, if you go ahead and double tap on your phone screen, it's going to use your front-facing camera. That way it's easier for you guys to show yourselves, or sometimes you can go ahead and show other ways of communicating. So go ahead and take a picture, whatever you would like, and after you take your picture, so the screen you should be looking at, it's going to have a white X, a white X on the top left, and then on the top right, there's going to be a pencil icon. So basically what that pencil icon is when you click on it, you can adjust the color. Basically, this is just going to add text to your picture. So pick a color. You have the whole spectrum of the wheel, and then you can just go ahead and doodle whatever you would like. You can write certain things. You can draw things. If you ever draw anything and you make a mistake, there should be a kind of like a refresh button right next to the pencil icon. And once you hit that, it's going to basically undo anything that you were to have drawn or written or anything like that. So yes, basically that's how it is. So go ahead and play with that as much as you would like. So if you go ahead and hit on the top left, there should be an arrow facing to the left. Go ahead and hit that. It should take you back to your original picture. And so next to that pencil icon is going to be a capital T. If you hit that, you can add text. So you can type in a text. There's actually no character limit, I don't believe. You can type anything you would like, and then you're going to hit done. And you can actually, once you type it, if you hit that T again, what it's going to do is it's going to bold and the text is going to become bigger. So if you hit that text, it should be off center to the left. If you hit that T button again, it's going to be center. And if you hit that T button again, it's going to go back to its regular font. So something you can do with this is once you type whatever you would like, you can move it around. So here, I'll show you. Yes, so if you see here, I basically just have a picture, but you can actually move the font around. You can tweak it with your fingers, make it bigger, make it smaller. You can change the direction in which it goes. You can change the size. You can change the positioning. That is going to be all up to whatever it is that you're taking a picture of. That way it just kind of takes away, or it doesn't take away from the main point of your picture or your video. And so you can just go from there. So that is the capital T. Is everybody doing okay? Is everyone doing okay with this so far? I just want to make sure that we're all kind of on the same page. And if you do have any questions, feel free to go ahead and type it into the chat, and I'll answer it as best I can. So as easy as it is to put it there, if you click on it, so if you just click on the text, you can actually also change the color. Sorry, you can go ahead and change the color of the font, color of the lettering, based on what you're trying to go ahead and do. That is another fun thing. And then I'm sure all of your kids would love to have you as their friends on Snapchat. So what you can do now basically is just delete what you have typed up, just so we can go over more of the basics, and you guys can go ahead and play with it as much as you want later and whatnot. Next to the capital T on the top right, there's going to be, it looks like a page flipping. So you can go ahead and hit that. This is where you can go ahead and add emojis. If you have an iPhone, you can add any of the emojis that you have, as well as the more you scroll, there's going to be other pictures. These are just kind of random. You can scroll through them. You can add them to your picture. So basically, I believe in the second, no, we'll go over that later. So pick any of the pictures, and it's basically going to add it to your picture. These little emoji things are basically going to add it to your picture. You can, like we did with the texting, you can go ahead and adjust the size. You can adjust the placement, the positioning of the actual emoji that you put. And also, if you don't like it, once you hit it and you move it around, you'll see that that flipping little emoji on the top right will now become a trash can. So if you don't like it, you can go ahead and trash it, and then you would start from the beginning and pick another emoji or just a little clip that you liked better that goes better with what you're trying to say. Okay, so some of you I see are already, oh, and just a heads up, you can add more than one. It doesn't necessarily just have to be one per picture. But I see some of you are saying that you can link Bitmoji. So Bitmoji is another app. Basically what it is you can create an avatar. So it's gonna be, you can do it based on how you look, or how you can just create your own. So you're gonna go through the whole shebang, and you're gonna do face shape, gender, hairstyle. For women, you can do makeup, anything like that. And it's gonna create customized emojis, and it's gonna have multiple ones. So it's really simple to download, but basically what mine looks like is it's just a woman. And basically when you flip through it, there's gonna have all of these different characters. They do have ones for different holidays. So I'm sure as soon as Thanksgiving and Christmas comes up, you can go ahead and they're going to be customized. You can actually even pick the outfit that you want your Bitmoji to wear, and then that is going to be the outfit that they're going to wear. So it's the same. You can actually use this for texting also if you have an iPhone. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure how it works for Androids. But so you can, it's the same. You can have the emoji move however you would like it to in your picture. But that is going to be Bitmoji for you. So you can go ahead and do that. And then again, like I said, it's very simple to delete things that you don't like anymore. Okay, so those are all the ones on the top bar. Then if you look on the bottom left, there's going to be a number. So this, basically what this means is for any picture that you post on Snapchat, you can adjust how long you want other people to see it for. So if this is just a random fact about Snapchat, but whatever you post in a day is only going to be visible to your viewers for 24 hours. Whatever you post, it's going to be called a story. So basically the timer is however long you want the picture to be shown to your viewers for the amount of time. So you can delete it as soon as you post it if you want, if it doesn't look right, or you can get a better picture or something like that, you can go ahead and delete it automatically. It's not going to cause any problems. but it's going to last only for 24 hours. So you can go ahead and fiddle with the amount of seconds, and then next to that number, there's going to be like a download button. When you hit that, that is going to save it to your memories. Now, Snapchat memories basically is anything that you were to post. If you want to save it, you go ahead and click that button. And there's actually a way, if you hit that button, it'll save it to your memories, or it'll save it to your camera roll. That way, when you go through all your photos, you'll have it there, or else you have to go into your memories and then save it to your camera roll from there. But I can go over that after everything. But next to it, so as soon as you hit that button and it saves, there's going to be a check mark, meaning that it was successful. And then next to it, it's going to be like a square with a plus sign on the top right bar. And that's basically going to help add it to your story. You don't need to worry about that for now. I'm just letting you know what that button means. And then there's on the bottom right, there's going to be a blue button, like a play button. You can go ahead and hit that. It's going to say send to at the top. You can go ahead and post it to your story. Or if you would like, you can post it, or you can send it to people individually. Now, not everything that you post on Snapchat is going to be viewed for everyone. It's up to you. So if you're actually talking to someone, you can actually send it to that person individually, and then it'll go ahead and start a conversation with them. But if it's for your brand and you want all of your followers to view it, then you can go ahead and hit my story. Okay, so go ahead and go back, and the picture that you posted, you should be on that screen. Hit the X button on the top left, so then you should be set with your camera finder again. So that is for pictures. Now, if you hit that white button and you hold it, it's going to take a video. So you can only do 10 seconds at the most for the videos. You can record anything you would like. So you can just play with that for a little bit. You can actually double tap it if you want to switch from your out-facing camera to your front-facing camera. It's actually pretty neat. So if you're trying to take a picture of the view, you can go ahead and just record that. And then you want to get a picture of you and your loved one enjoying the view, then you can just double tap the screen and it's going to face you folks, your front-facing camera. And then, so the same rules apply for those. You can add text. You can move the text how you would like it. You can add your Bitmoji. But actually, so the really fun part about, or it's a newer part about the videos is if everyone can just take a quick video, that way I can show you folks. So just take a quick video of anything you would like. And once you get your video set up, you can go ahead and hit that top right flip page button. And if you add any emoji, you can place it anywhere on your video, but if you hold down, it's going to create kind of like an active emoji. So if you're recording something and it's going from like the left side of the room to the right side of the room, and you add that Bitmoji or that emoji to the right side, and you, if you hold it down, it's basically going to do like a loading type of ordeal, and you hold it down. Basically, your video, that emoji will only be apparent in that part of your screen. So if you're putting something on the right side of the room and then you're going to go ahead and record it, then it's only going to show up when it's on that side of the room or wherever you placed it. You can actually make them go bigger or smaller. This is fairly new. So this is something really fun that you can play with. If you want to change the placement, you can just go ahead and do that and then just hold it down so that it makes like it's loading again. So for the Bitmojis, at least, once you folks, and of course you don't have to use Bitmoji, it's just something I feel that's a little bit more personable, because then you can make the avatar look like yourself. And it does a lot of fun things in Bitmoji, but you can basically change the shape, the size, the positioning. It's actually really fun. But okay, so that is going to be for videos. And like I said, when you go ahead and press that blue play button on your bottom right, you can send it directly to someone in your friends list. I know some of you just became recent Snapchat friends about 5 minutes ago. You can go ahead and post it to your story. Then it's going to be visible for everyone. There is no limit on how many stories you can post in a day. Snapchat is actually really popular for celebrities. So I believe Kylie Jenner is the #1 most followed celebrity on Snapchat. So basically, when you add them as your friend, you're able to view their stories every day. So
Moani, would you
yes.
suggest from a business standpoint using that story mode so it's up for 24 hours?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
would. So for the business standpoint, I would probably recommend taking videos of using the products. I'm so sorry, I'm not too certain with your products, but you can do like before and after of using your brand's products. If you are marketing on other platforms like Facebook or something, you can always say something like, please go follow me on Snapchat, so you can learn more about it, and then that way it'll boost up how many followers you have on Snapchat, and they can view it from there. So basically what companies use Snapchat for is for new releases, for updates, for anything that they were to restock, if it's clothing or apparel or anything along those lines. You basically want to follow them on Snapchat, because then every day when you view their story, and they, keep in mind they can upload any part of the day, so it's never going to be the same. But basically it's going to talk about when they're going to restock or any new collaborations they have coming out, and it basically boosts their client base so that they don't lose clientele on when it is that they are going to restock or anything like that. So if you look at your screen like you were to have taken a picture, on the top left, there's going to be the flash. You can hit that for flash or no flash. In areas with poor lighting, you can actually, there's going to be a crescent moon. You can hit that and it's going to affect the lighting so that the lighting is better, even though like if you were to take it at nighttime. It might be that for you, it's only 4 o'clock in Hawaii, so it's not going to show that for me right now. But it's basically going to adjust how the picture is taken, and you can actually do flash on your front-facing as well, which is something I know that iPhone front-facing cameras cannot do right now. So that is going to be on the top left, and then we already went over the top middle, which is going to be the ghost. You can go there to adjust your settings, or you can add a phone number, or however much of information about yourself that you would like to add. And then the top right is going to be the button for the front-facing camera. So it's basically the same as if you were to double tap your screen. It's the same concept, but I'm just letting you know what that is. And then on right underneath that white circle, it's going to be your camera roll. So if you click on that, it's going to show all, or you can go to your snaps. So your most recent snaps, it'll show there, or your past stories that you've saved, and then it's going to go to your camera roll. So something also new with Snapchat is you can select any picture from your camera roll, and you can then post it on your story from there. So if you just click on those, you can edit them how you would, like you can add your text, you can add your Bitmoji, your emoji, whatever you would like to do, and you can post it to your story from there. And the reason I say that's new is because previously you would only be able to post from your Snapchat. You wouldn't be able to post from your camera roll. But, you know, sometimes you just see a random picture and you want to post it, so you can go ahead and save it to your camera roll and post it from there. Otherwise, so you're just going to scroll back down and you're going to be on your camera screen once again. On the bottom left, there's going to be chat. So as soon as you start up your fan base or your friends list, you can go ahead and basically text. It's like a text message with the person that you're wanting to chat with. So whenever you work up your friends list, you can talk to any of them from there. And then you can go ahead and go back. You can actually scroll by just swiping the screen. And then, so swiping will do the same action as clicking on that little message. And then on the right side, there should be 3 circles, kind of like a pyramid, and that's basically going to take you to the same screen as if you were to have swiped to the left. So you can follow different stories, you can search your stories, and so I'll just show you really quickly. So these are all of my friends and my stories, and it's going to be not bolded, and how you would get it would be, so if it's already black, that means that you can just click on it and it'll start to play. But if it's kind of like a light gray, that means you have to click on it first, and what it has to do is it has to buffer. The story has to load for you before you can watch it. Other than that, you actually can earn trophies on Snapchat as well. If you go to the screen, if you scroll down and drop it down and you have your bar, your barcode, there's actually a trophy in the middle at the top. Basically, when you unlock new features of Snapchat, it'll just say you have a trophy. It's really not that important, but I'm just letting you know just in case it's going to say, like, you have 1 new trophy or anything like that. You can actually, when you add friends, all you need to do is just type in the number, type in the username, and click add. I'm sure some of you already experienced that when you added each other. I believe that is basically, so if you're at your camera screen and you swipe to the left, it's going to show your stories and anything like that. If you swipe 1 more time to the left, it's basically going to be an entire array of different articles you can click on, anywhere from Comedy Central to National Geographic. You can go ahead and read different articles. This is what different magazines and different TV stations like MTV, this is another platform that they use to go ahead and keep everyone in with current events. But other than that, I believe that is the basics of Snapchat. If anybody has any questions right now, you can go ahead and type that into the chat room. I can answer them. But yeah, so that covers flash, no flash, taking pictures, taking videos. It's actually really fun to play with. So the more you play around with it, the better you can get at it. And like I said, if you want to use it for marketing, oh, okay, so that's one more thing. So if you, okay, I'm so sorry. Just go over taking videos again, sure thing. So before I go into that, I just want to show you one more quick thing. So if you currently just take a picture or a video, just do that right now, just of anything. We've already gone over what you can utilize on your screen, but if you actually scroll to your left, you can put filters on your pictures and your videos. So there's just going to be about 5 filters or so, and then there's one that's going to show miles per hour. So some people use that when they're driving, obviously, hopefully not when they're behind the wheel, but Snapchat actually tells you, please don't drive and snap. But then it's going to say the current degrees of the city you live in. If you scroll again, it's going to show your altitude. If you scroll again, it's just going to show the time. And if you scroll, there's actually, so a geo filter is anywhere that you live, people will submit a geo filter for that area. So Hawaii has some, depending on, it's actually based on your location. So it'll show where you are. It's just kind of a fun thing to add into your picture, or at least for us, it'll show like the Hawaiian island chain, and it'll show what island you're on. So that's actually kind of fun for when you're vacationing here if you were to. Other than that, that's going to be all of your filters. And then, so go over taking videos. So for videos, you're going to hold down the white circle, and you have up to 10 seconds to showcase anything that you wanted to take a video of. When you want to stop it, you just lift your finger off, and then it's going to go ahead and replay the snap that you just took a video of. For the videos, you can add the filters that we just went through. All you have to do is just scroll through it until there's one that appeals to you the most. You can add the emojis. Actually, more filters for scrolling is there's going to be one that's a snail, and it's basically going to be slow motion for the video that you just took. Then the next one over is going to be a rabbit, so it's going to go faster. And then there's going to be like a back play, so it's basically just going to show a reversal of the video you took. And yeah, so those are just things that you can fiddle with. Like I said, practice kind of makes perfect with Snapchat. There's a lot of things that you can add, and the more you do it, the better you become at it. You can add your Bitmojis or your emojis to your videos. You can do that by writing or utilizing the top right button, how it has the pencil, the capital T, and the flipping page. You can use the flipping page to add your emojis and your Bitmojis. Like I said, you can put them to a certain part in your video and just hold it down. That way it becomes more active. Or you can use the capital T to add words, and you can address, or you can change the positioning and the size of them. And you can use the pencil to write on your pictures or to draw in different colors. Did that basically go over the taking videos portion again? Okay, perfect. Other than that, does anybody else have any questions? Snapchat is actually really fun. You can add pretty much anyone. If you go to their social media accounts, most of the time they'll include what their usernames are, so you can go ahead and follow them on different platforms. So there's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, just a whole bunch, and you can just follow them throughout their days. So at least for celebrities, it kind of makes their fans feel like they're with them, or that they kind of see more into their personal life as opposed to what we see on TV. But other than that, I see no questions popping up. I hope I did a good job at explaining to you guys Snapchat. It's really fun the more you play with it, and good luck to using it for your marketing platform and purposes. And that's pretty much all.
Thanks so much, Moani. That was
No
amazing.
problem.
That was amazing. So, hey, have you ever seen the show Shark Tank? Have you ever heard of the show Shark Tank?
What station is that on?
It's on one of the big stations, regular
No,
TV
I don't think
shows.
so.
If I showed you a 35-minute video that could quite possibly change your life, would you watch it?
Sure. Do I have to watch the 35 minutes with everyone, or can I do that in my free time?
No, you can do it whenever you want, but I would just get back to you later on and see how you liked it.
Okay, sure thing.
Cool, awesome. It's really exciting, and it's something that I watched, and it's already changed my life and my financial future for me and my kids. So I want to pass that on to you. So I will come back to you later and see how you love the video. Okay.
Sure thing. Okay.
Cool. Thanks again for being here.
No problem.
Everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. I want to say that September is the month to remember, so don't forget about that, you guys. I know we went a little over, but that was the most valuable training I think we've had yet, because I don't think anybody really knew what Snapchat was. And if you guys caught a couple nuggets there, how to utilize that for your business, that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited. So Awesome, guys. So thank you very much. If anybody has anything to ask or anything, you can unmute yourselves, and we'll go ahead and let you guys go for the night. And we appreciate you being here. And thanks for being the best part of Cooler Brands. Show Moana that love.